Hi guys, welcome to Moralton Golf Club in Leeds. This morning we've got the new Titleist 917 driver to tell you all about. Really been looking forward to this product. I was a user of the 915 driver, so I've obviously been very much looking forward to seeing the 917. Titleist have a 2-year product cycle, so it's been 2 years. The numbers on the clubs obviously donate that 9 for the driver, 15 for the year, 17 for the year. What can we expect then from the Titleist 917 driver? First impressions are, just look at that head cover. I think that's a marked improvement on what we had last year. We had this really long, almost like knee length stocking on the last product, but we've got a really sleek leather head cover on the 917 driver, and I think you'll agree that looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely the way that a lot of manufacturers are moving towards with these sort of all-in-one like leather pieces rather than the old school sock style. So let's take a little look at the 917. Here we go. Instantly you'll notice similarities with 915. For example, we've got the active recoil channel, which we had in the last driver, which is all about allowing that face to recoil, improving ball speed all over the face, reducing spin. Just looking at the head shape, that's pretty much the same head shape as what was in the D2 driver last time. I'd say if anything, it's a little bit squarer. And we've got a different finish on there. It was more of a black finish, which had a 915. Now we've got this grey finish, which Titleist tell me is called liquid slate, and they say is more of a throwback to some of their earlier drivers. But the key difference is this here, which is something called SureFit CG. Now, I went to the launch event for 917 at the Grove, and I was lucky enough to speak to Titleist General Manager of Golf Club, Steve Pelisek, and he told me all about SureFit CG, what it does and how it's going to help your game. So he's far better placed than I am to tell you guys how it all works. Okay, hi guys, we're here at the Grove and it's the Titleist 917 metals launch. So let's just get stuck into it straight away, Steve. What can people expect from 917? What is different on 917 that we didn't have on 915?
That's a good question, James. That's the one I'm dying to answer. The simple answer is 917 does everything that 915 did, a little better. And it's got a new technology called SureFit CG. But one of the things we found was, and it stems a lot from the work on the tour, is, hey, can I move CG, if I can move CG from the heel to the toe, one or the other, or some players just like it in the center, in the neutral, that's a really powerful fitting tool. So can you give me a precise way to do that? Something a little more precise than lead tape out on the toe or back in the heel, which we've all seen. That's kind of what SureFit CG does. It allows the player with a good fitter to move the CG from heel to toe. You get 3 simple locations. It's very simple, it's very efficient. You can have it neutral in the center, or you can orient the CG out a little more toward the toe or a little more toward the heel. If you move the CG to where you do like to hit the ball, or you tend to make contact with the ball, there's a definite feel and difference. So all of a sudden you feel, man, that felt solid, and man, I'm not hitting it right anymore, or there's my little draw. There's an amazing little thing that goes on between the fact that you've aligned the CG with where you hit it, and you've kind of eliminated maybe, or you've lessened the possibility of that miss. Players get confidence, the whole thing kind of turbocharges, and you get even more of the benefit from the active recoil channel and the fast face. It just compounds itself. It's really powerful. You should see a little more speed. Yeah. Depends on how well fit you are, quite frankly, now to see how much more speed, but you'll see a little more speed. You'll probably see a little less spin. We're really confident that if you're a 910 or a 913 or a 915 fan, you should love 917.
So what you're actually getting with the Titleist 917 is you get they've still got the SureFit adjustability in the hosel, which we had with 915, where you can adjust your loft and you can adjust your face angle. But with this SureFit CG, it really allows golfers to get properly dialed in for their desired shot shape. When I got fitted, the fitter told me that it was working best for me when I had the SureFit CG in the draw position, which is allowing me to turn the face over a little bit more and also aligning my CG a little bit more with the impact. I got fitted by James Monk on the range at the Grove, and he can tell us a little bit more about what he found when I was hitting 915 compared to 917. Okay guys, we're here at the Grove. I've just been fitted into a new 917 driver. I brought my 915 driver along with me just so we could compare the two. James, just do us a little summary of where we started, what were we seeing with my driver, and then where did we go from there and what performance gains did we see?
Well, it's been quite a long process for us, hasn't it? Because I've fitted you for the 915 as well, fitted you for your irons as well. I think we did that. Interesting for you to come along today, try the new products. One thing I noticed straight away is you've gained a bit of speed in your swing. So, you know, you're really going at the ball a lot more. Instantly from me watching you at the first balls, I thought we're going to have to maybe give you something a little bit stronger. You were launching your 915 driver a little bit too high, getting a little bit too much spin on there. So basically what we did is we took you, made you 10 grams heavier in the driver.
Yep.
So we went to Diamana White 70 stiff as opposed to Diamana Blue 60 stiff.
Yep.
That brought your ball flight down a little bit, brought the spin down a bit, but the main change really was going to 8.5 D2 in the new 917 head.
Yeah.
With that we put the CG position, got you into draw bias there. We used the sure fit hosel system, put that on B2. So really what I was trying to do was get your game more onto the left side of the court. Yeah. Now you're up near the 100 miles an hour mark and just getting over there. I think a couple of tweaks to your technique, you'll see a lot more on there.
Let's hope so. I'm looking forward to getting the 917 driver out on the course and hopefully get that handicap down. Cheers, James. Pleasure.
Thanks a lot, James.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Okay, so just in summary, what you're getting here then with 917 Titleist tell me is you're getting everything that you had with 915, but there's more. You know, they're taking everything that was good about 915 and they're improving it, and they've added something new with the Sure Fit CG. So you're really going to be able to get properly dialed in. But the best way to test this out is just to hit some shots on Trackman. Okay guys, so we've come onto the top field here at Marlton and we've got our NCG's resident pro James Whitaker with us. We've got the Trackman set up. We're going to hit a few shots. James is going to pass some comment on the driver, pass some comment about the numbers. Obviously I've already had my custom fitting, I've got my custom fitted shaft and all the right settings in this club already. But it's great to have a good fitting pro like James on hand, just to tell us a little bit, make a little bit more sense of the numbers. But what are your first impressions as a custom fitter? We've got something new here from Titleist, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, I mean, from a look down from the top, very similar to a lot of the Titleist drivers. Very simple, very basic shape, good alignment there, pretty looking driver. But then there's a little bit more technology down at the bottom. So from a shelf appeal, there's a little bit more to talk about when in the shop. Kind of then leading into the fittings.
Cool, well I'm going to give it a hit. James is going to go through some of the numbers. We're going to come back to you with another video comparing the 915 and the 917 in a little bit more detail, but this is more our sort of first hit on the Trackman. What are our thoughts, what sort of numbers are we getting? Okay, so we've got Trackman set up. James, let's hit some shots.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you've had a fitting already for this driver, James, yeah. And they put you into a specific shaft?
Yeah, Diamana 70 gram white stiff shaft.
Okay, and the reasoning behind that?
Previous shaft was the Diamana Blue 60 gram. Was finding it a bit too high, a little bit too spinny. Okay. Particularly into the wind, I was losing quite a lot to the right. Yeah, high spin's my nemesis really.
Okay, what are you normally spinning at?
I can get. I'm often getting up towards 4,000, which I know is far too high. So I'm always fighting to try and get it below 3,000 really.
Is that a little bit technique issue?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a huge technique thing, a little bit steep, a little bit across the ball, so obviously I'm constantly trying to shallow it out a bit, get more on the inside.
So the ball drifts a little bit to the right?
Yeah, tailing off to the right is my miss, and with the fitting that they did here, with the adjusting that they did in the settings, it's just trying to straighten that out a little bit to kind of just eliminate that miss to the right, really get the spin down as well.
Okay, so and with this driver you can change the centre of gravity, so did they move that a little bit to the
draw
bias?
They put that to draw bias, so they've got the more weight into the heel of the club, which is going to hopefully promote a little bit more of a draw shot shape for me. But because I can tend to strike the ball out the heel as well, it does actually align the CG more with where I'm impacting it as well. So there's two reasons really why they've done that.
Okay, well let's hit a couple of shots. Yes, let's see how it performs to get some numbers.
Let's have a crack.
Problem for you.
Okay, let's have a go.
So I've got the Trackman set up, and it's got the optimizer here.
If you can see there, I've hit it out the heel, it's tailed off a little bit to the right, so I'm kind of fighting against that.
Yeah, and the number here is perfect, as you said. 4.6 on the spin there.
4.6, yeah. See, that's going to kill me, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's not the worst miss in the world, but I'm not getting the most out of it, am I?
It's a better strike.
Yeah, I felt a lot more solid. Yeah, sort of getting somewhere near the middle of the club. What's the spin looking like? Have I coming down at all? Still
yeah,
too high?
that's come down to 3.6. I mean, the optimizer here is saying, you know, anything around 3.2 would be
3.2, yeah.
It's pretty good for yourself. So
yeah, so let's get that down.
Yeah, let's try and. That's more middle hit, wasn't it?
Yeah. Seemed to get a decent carry on that. Still spinning too high?
220, yeah, 4,000 spin.
4,000. Right, let's get there.
Oh, let's really get that toe.
Yeah.
Hold on. Brilliant.
See,
well,
when
hard there, didn't you?
Just lost my balance a bit.
But there you go. So look at that one. So you might not have got the same amount of carry.
Mhm.
Okay, but you're 2.7.
2.7, yeah. Okay, so I've had a really good hit there with the Titleist 917. Took me a little bit while to get going, but I did actually hit a few half-decent golf shots in the end. James, with the numbers, just tell us a little bit about what we were finding and, you know, kind of summarise what my sort of average shot really was there.
Yeah, I mean, so we got the average of your shots, you know, the 10 shots, kind of worked it out there. And, you know, you mentioned about the spin rate was something you're really looking to control. And that's why you got fitted into the shaft. And that's coming down at 3.6.
Yeah.
3,600, which, you know, on the Trackman optimizer, you know, you're looking around 3,200. So
yeah.
It's come down from, you know, the 4,000s that you were looking at,
yeah.
Which is great. You did hit a couple of them that were down in the 2,000s, and they were really powerful. Strong ball flights, you know, nice and low. So, that was good. Your stock shot, like you say, a little bit off the heel and a little drifty, so that's why the spin went up there. So I just think as you grow into knowing that golf club and how that shaft performs, you know, you're going to get something pretty powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like when I hit the good shots, I'm pretty happy. I'm getting the ball speed sort of like 145, getting up to 150. Total distance there's like sort of 245, getting up towards 250. And for me, like I said, I know that's good for me. And just my impressions of this driver are, the sound is improved on 915. It feels more solid, it feels a little bit more meaty, and probably to do with the shaft and to do with the fit, my ball flight is a little bit lower, a little bit more penetrating. I'm getting a decent amount of run. So like James said, I think this is a driver that I might have to grow into a little bit, but the initial initial impressions, initial reactions are that it is very good. It's going to work for me. I might need to work on technique still, but could be a good one for me in the future, hopefully.
Definitely. Yeah, it looks good.